Alright everybody, it's Mr. Tank here. Welcome to the channel. For those of you that may be discovering it, for games like Icarus, I even have a Subsistence video on here. Today, I figured I'd just do a Subsistence gameplay video, just because why not? I've been probably boring you all enough with the Icarus streams. I think it's time to do a little bit of Subsistence. So before I get into the world, there's one thing I need to check. See if... There we go. That's on there. I figured I'd just do a Subsistence gameplay. I'll turn that down a little bit so you guys don't have to hear that in the background. I was checking the YouTube to make sure that the voice was working pretty well. And it seemed like it was. So back into OBS. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and continue from last save. I've been in this world for 144 days. I've died 34 times. My gaming group that I play this game with, as well as Icarus or Wildlands or Lynn's Island, what have you, the other games we all play together. There's another world we play. I think I said this in the last Subsistence video I do. We play on another world at Karakos together. We keep it on easy mode just for the fact that even on easy mode you're gonna die a lot in this game. So we keep it on easier. I could go ahead and enable hunters, but I'm not really quite ready for that just yet in my world. I've probably got enough ammo to suffice, but I just haven't hit that point. Other than that, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the game. So we're gonna continue from last save. Oh, 34 deaths is probably low compared to the other world. We do also call this the dying game because you die a lot, whether it's on easy mode or not. The bears and the wolves will still try to attack you. Shoot a moose twice and watch how quick he comes over and takes your head off with his antlers. Trust me, it's a fun one. I enjoy the game. So check our fire, food, proteins, fruits and vegetable content, and water content looks good for the moment. So we're good there. The fire's good. Got a bear over there waiting to eat because he might be hungry. We never know. Turn that volume up just a little bit so I can hear when the bears or the wolves are around, because sometimes you don't see them. Little recap of the base. There's a moose cross there. Nice. Well, there's no map grids on this game, so I'm right here in Creekview Peninsula. I guess you can call the blue lines the grid. We scroll way out over here to this other lake, and it's right on the corner of Deep Cove Valley and Silver Birch Falls and Maplestone Grove. You can see that little blip right there. I have a base there. We'll go over here to the area where you predominantly get your obsidian. I got another small little base there. And right over here at the edge of Ridgeline Heights in Harmony Valley, I've got a little bit of a bigger base there, but the main base is right here on this big pond. I'm also kind of, for the areas I have open, just kind of wanting to go around the map just to see if there's not already a plane crash, because the point of this is to get a plane crash. That way anybody who doesn't play that might be interested in playing can kind of see how the game somewhat works. So far in the areas I have open, I don't see any dead planes, which is okay. Got that. Little recap of the base though. Up here I've got my solar panels, a wind turbine, some crops, a couple storage units. This one here is for seeds. This one is for ash and animal feces, which is used in fertilizer for the crops. Down out of here, we got the spawn bed here, which, oh, I need to buy some spawns there. Get some spawns going there. I didn't realize I was out. Spawn bed, little storage chest for clothing and cotton. Got a power generator, a resource recycler, and a mass producer. Got the BCU, to the base command unit. Typically, it'll generate 500 power and 100 mass. That's what you start with when you create the BCU. Must generate your own power throughout other means, which there used to be a hack in the game where if you cooked food like steak and eggs or just different foods, and then you go through and cancel it real quick, it would actually regenerate power for you, but they took that out, which kind of sucked. But anyway, this here is one where I store my biofuel, which you need for the generator or the four-wheeler when you get it. It's also the box I put project stuff in. This is your wood burner oven. This base, like I said in the one video before, started at this corner, and then it just expanded out to what you see today. Over here, you got the workbench. Make all kinds of different good stuff in there. I got a storage box just below it for some of the stuff that you need to use in order to make the products in that workbench. Got the cooking oven here, and it is fully equipped with the pots, pans, and all that stuff that you need. So equipment, got the skillet, you got a pot, and you got a baking dish. And then I do need to eventually get some upgrades for it. So these upgrades will actually, between both upgrades, you get about 30% less power usage out of it. But in the fry section, you can make hash browns, liver and onions, steak and eggs, honey glazed pork. The boil section, boiled eggs, mashed taters, tomato soup, chicken stew. You can make chutney, which these are good to keep on you, and then mixed berry jam. And then the baking section, rabbit casserole, fish pie, roast chicken and vegetables, and then roast ribs and vegetables, which these all give you really good buffs. So, electrical station here. This is where I keep my small circuit boards. You can make your capacitors, your semiconductors, your circuit boards. You click on each one, it tells you what you need in order to make them. So, you can make your batteries and all that good stuff. Got a refinery here for smelting ores. This chest here, this top one, is for basically medicinal type supplies and stuff of that nature. This one here I'm using for just storing extra building supplies. This one here, basically anything weapon related that, make my shotgun shells or my ammunition with it. You can make arrows with the feathers, stuff of that nature, light fires. You can eat the grubs, or you can use them for fishing bait. So that's basically my kind of a mixture of everything. And this is just another building chest where I keep these kind of things in it. Over here is the ammo and guns chest. And this is the one I keep my ores in. Now I used to have the power storages and the mass storage sitting here. I think I said in the first video that Crack had, and Lorak was down here. Crack built a little apartment down there. Just a reminder, that's the wood burner oven in there. That just, the way it was placed, the C there kind of, I left it that way. It was funny, it matches Crack. But anyway, moved the power storage and the mass storage here. Then Crack and Lorak have their own little chest here, and if Luna and Gabe decide to get, or Luna and Solwyn decide to come back in and play again, they can put themselves a chest in there too. So I don't remember if this was on my last stream for this game or not. But this little house here is actually going to be like the cooking house. So I do intend on upgrading it fully to have a refrigerator, which is already a refrigerator stored in here. I just don't have the power to really hold it because they do drain power quickly. I think it's like 0.12 units of power per. So, I mean, you're only running 1,000 or 500s on it. This one has a storage unit, a power storage on it, so it currently holds about 1,000, but in order to really run it, you got to have at least 2,500 to 3,000 power just to keep it running. You get BCU here, power storage there, wood burner here, like I mentioned. It's a nice little gateway to get to this area out here. The only thing I don't like about this game is you can't sleep in the game to make it daylight or anything, so you're basically working throughout the night, and it gets cold in game throughout the night. So I'm going to assume this is like a Canadian territory, maybe. It's just a little recap of the base real quick, just to refresh anybody who has watched the video before. Out here is the pens for animals like chickens and rabbits, so you can grow them and eventually kill them, get the eggs from the chickens, or you can kill them and get the buffs. I did forget to move this before I got into the stream here. That's alright. But as you can tell, the sun is over that way. It means it's starting to get dark outside. So probably not a good idea to start really running around until daylight. One, you will get cold, and two, it's harder to see the wolves and the bears at night unless the moon's out really nicely. But we'll go and grab that box real quick. I think the last video I did, there wasn't an ammo box. There's a rabbit there. That's just a building chest right there, so I'll just pick it up and see what's in it. Yeah, you got some cordage, some nails, another circuit board, a 9mm round. That's good stuff to get. Then you run around over here, pick up logs for the extra wood, pick up the fiber to make the cordage. Grab that log too. Then pick this up. There's another building box right there. We'll go ahead and grab that. Oh, biofuel came with that one. Nice. Oh, look, there's another building box. Let's grab it too, why don't we? Oh, hey, it's got a plank in it and some scrap metal. That's useful stuff. Oh, look, another log. We'll grab that while we're here too, and then we're gonna get back to the base. I've got a lot of the plant fiber right now, so I really don't need to keep grabbing it. So you'll see a couple different kinds of boxes. You'll get the crates, which typically fall, you might find one every now and then, but you need a lockpick for those, so I don't have one. Shoot. You need this lockpick for those, which you'll have to have 18 iron fragments, 2 planks, and 4 scrap metals for that. It uses 500 power and 75 mass, which I do need to make one if I have enough iron fragments. And I do. It's not what I want to do. I want 18 of them. I keep remembering I need to right click the mouse. Need one more piece of scrap metal. And one more plank. Make that. I'm gonna go ahead and make it because I do need it, but you'll need this lockpick. Oh, I need 2 more pieces of metal. Shoot. I just said you needed 4 too, didn't I? I'll go messing up on live video. So now we can make the lockpick, but anyway. See, that automatically drains out the power, drains out the mass. I can either turn the generator on and rebuild the power, or I can just let the solar panels and the wind turbine do its thing. So these are for the lock boxes. Like I said, you'll see a small blue box, which is an ammo box, but not all the time does it have ammo in it. Sometimes it'll have, you might find vegetables like apples or something like that in it. That way. Put that away. Take that away. And the brown bags you'll find are medical bags. Those are always useful because sometimes they'll have building supplies in them. The ammo bags sometimes have building supplies in them. Repair these. And 3. Sorry, 3 and 3. And then obviously those wooden crates you've already seen are for building supplies, but sometimes you might get an apple or something in one. So we'll go ahead and repair the boots, repair the pants, repair the shirt. Good to go. I like to stand up on top. You get a nice view, like the Aurora Borealis at night. It's really neat. The moon's typically out somewhere, but I think it's hiding tonight. Yeah, the moon's hiding tonight, so it's not a full moon, which trying to run around like this, and it's foggy, so when you got the bears and the wolves out, it makes it even harder to see. Um, Big trees like that one right there in front of me, where the 1055 thing is. That big tree you hit when you collect wood, which I'm going to start doing that here in a minute, even though I don't really need it at the moment. Those trees there in particular, you got to hit it 6 times in order to get 6 pieces of wood, but it also gives you a tree grub, um, which is good to have because you can eat them if you need a quick bit of protein, which they don't really give you a lot, or you can use them to make the fishing bait, which looks like the bear might still be roaming around over there. But you gotta pay attention to. Let's go back up top first. Actually, we'll just go out this door. That way we're not worried about the bears. In the top right or top left corner there, you see how the temperature changes. That's something you need to watch out for, because at nighttime it gets really cold here. So don't stay next to the fires or the stoves too long, because you will end up having to drink more. I do need vegetable content, but I can wait. I like to pick the kelp and save the stuff upstairs for if I need it for animal food, if I've got a rabbit or a chicken in the pens, or if I need to use it to cook something in the oven. Then I just replant the seed, make sure it's constantly fertilized and has water. Just kind of walking around. Attaboy you. Like I said, I like to just stand up top. The fire is literally right here, so I can stand above it and stay warm while I'm waiting for daylight to hit. Excuse me, hit again. You can see the bear, that little fog, light, really white fog out there in the distance. That's actually the bear walking around. So I'm just gonna wait for daylight to hit, and then we'll start hunting. Again, we'll jump down and get some kelp for the vegetable content. And typically, I'm jumping out in the little waterway over here to the left of the house. I'm typically finding 5 to 7 kelp, and that typically helps my vegetable content. Or I'm finding carrot seeds or potato seeds or strawberry seeds, depending on what time of the year it is in the game, or blueberries. During the wintertime, you find these little red, like cherry tomato looking things. There's some kind of berry, I think is what it is. But they're harder to find, and as well as finding cotton is hard to find too. So during this, which you typically find that during the wintertime. So. So I'm just waiting for daylight to hit. Great view of the valleys and the winter areas around. If you're looking at the map, this blue line here at the top is actually a fence going all the way around the playable area, but you can actually build over it. The height ceiling is like 3 times the height of the fence, which I just think is kind of stupid, but well, not really. I wasn't the one who designed the game, so I don't make the rules for it, but tell it's starting to get daylight when you can see in the house better. So if you look through the clouds there, you can see the pinkish bit of the cloud, and the sun starting to come up back there. It's really cloudy, so I got a feeling it's going to be a rainstorm here in a minute. Can't really scroll in or out on the map, which kind of sucks, but oh well. We do need a plane, though. That is our goal for the stream, is to find a plane. So, we need a plane. The furthest plane I've had so far was out here in this spot. And then, of course, the planes love to crash up here in the winter areas where it's really cold. So, but one of the best things you can do is, and I don't have any, is take heat pack with you. It takes 1 medicinal tonic and 4 rotten meats, which I'm going to have to get some rotten meat in order to, if it's going to storm, I can hear the cloud or the thunder. That eagle right there is, well, let's just say he's an asshole, for sake of better words. If you're fishing, he will literally come down and steal your fish once before you can even get it reeled in. You get really lucky if you can shoot it before it gets away. So, I'm going to put that ammo back in the box. I don't need that single round. So we'll just put that in. There's a box out there, close to where the bear's at. See if we can sneak over and get it without him attacking us. Of course he's going to come this way. Of course he is. That's a black bear. I want to let him get away from the box. There we go. That makes me feel a little bit better. Take all that. Let's get out of here before he sniffs us out. Alright, so you see the plant fibers again. Got the medicinal leaf here that you can pick up. I've got a lot of it. I'm going to go and pick it up anyway because you can use it for chutney. I need to get protein and I need vegetable content. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the bow away. Dive down into the water. Hey, look right there. There is our first kelp. Grab. Nice. You don't want to stay underwater so long before you end up drowning. It'll tell you to surface. Another kelp hiding right over here. We're going to grab it. Yep, there it is right there. Surface real quick. Let's come back down. Get this kelp here. Oh, you're lucky. There's another one right there. Sweet. Oh, I saw one right there. Guess not. Got one up. That's 5 or 6 now. There's still more to grab, so we'll get them. On shore, sometimes it takes a second to bounce up. We got 7 of those. We're going to go and eat. Thank See if we can find us a rabbit or a chicken, because I really don't want to have to waste ammo on the bear right now if I can avoid it. You watch your stamina bar down there at the right corner of the screen. You definitely want to watch that, because when your food levels get really low, that tends to run out quicker. Grab the wood while we're here. Most of my house is built off of this driftwood, which nothing wrong with that. It works. It's literally going to show in the inventory as the same kind of wood that you would get from hitting the tree. So, okay. Stick. We recently put sticks in here. Well, it's been a couple of months ago. But the problem is you can't do anything with them, which kind of sucks because, you know, it'd be really convenient to be able to pick up the sticks and be able to use them for something in the manufacturing or the crafting process of the game. So, but unfortunately, they don't do that. I typically find a lockbox over in this area. Oh, you'll find scrap metal on the ground like this occasionally too. There's you see that 25 right there? That's a chicken. I just spooked him. Looks like there's an ammo box out here, and there's a bear right there. That's not what I thought it was. And there's a moose there. Gotta go ahead and pick up the loose wood over here. Something maybe taking the bear. The brown bear gives you more than the black bear does. The moose gives you a lot more than both of them. I'm not trying to get the moose right now because that's going to take ammo that I really don't want to have to spend right now, but we may end up spending it, considering I do need the protein. But the moose you get the rack of ribs from. Pick up the excess wood. I'm not seeing the lockbox that I'm looking for. He's going to walk this way, so we're going to go this way. Trying to stay away from him without getting killed. The bears will, if you get too close, they'll attack you almost instantly. The wolves will attack you almost instantly if you get too close. Oh, this is zinc right here. Not seeing the lockbox I'm looking for right now, though. Which kind of sucks. There's another bear there. We may have to take out the bear just because we need protein. Not to get too close because I really don't feel like dying today. So let's see here. What are you animal people out here? We need the protein, so we're gonna go ahead and take him. I was trying to avoid that, but you get a steak, liver, which you can actually eat raw, and then the animal fat, and then the cloth for the animal fur. One bloody piece of wood. I'm gonna run back down here to the pond and wash our hands real quick, because if you don't wash your hands within a certain amount of time, you will end up getting an infection, which we don't want. So we'll just go to the waterway, wash hands, move on. Alright, I'm not seeing the lockbox up here that I normally see, so put the bow back on. Sometimes they'll put it up in here, depending on where it spawns. There's a chicken right there. That's probably the chicken that ran away from us earlier. So, bye-bye, chicken. He's still got some health on him, so technically we could throw him in the pen and start feeding him and get eggs out of him, but I'm really not going to do that right now. Jump over here for just a second. Got some viewers. It's a nice little spot here you could probably build from. In the other world, we have some stairs over here leading up to the top of it, but you hit the right spot on it, you can parkour up it, and you're good to go. Let's see, sometimes they'll also put a lockbox over this way. Very rare that I've seen it over here, but I've seen it over here a few times. Another good spot for it is over in the obsidian area. But our biggest one right now is a plane. So Do something else really quick. Corrects cribs. Channel text. Paste. Alright, there we go. Yeah, 1 minute. Come back up here. OBS. Sorry, I was trying to take care of something else really quick. I forgot to post the link in general text on the server Discord channel. So I wanted to make sure I did that really quickly for friends that are in there if they want to watch. Let's see here. I don't want the moose right now, although I could definitely use it. What I do want to do is go back to the house and cook the meat that I have on me real quick. That way it gets the protein back up. Fuel the fire. Add the animal fat. Take a couple of those out. Cook chicken. And everything else we can put in the boxes. I'll put that on us now. That on. Let's see. That away, that away, that away. That away. And we'll put the feathers away. Water. This takes a few minutes. The liver and the steak typically takes a little bit longer than the other stuff, but that's all right. So the chicken's done. And off that one for that one. Put that in there. That way the water can start cooking. The right button here. Circuit boards away. Put the lock pick up here. Steak is done. And the liver's done. Like I said before, you can eat these raw, but you get better buffs if you cook them. So, why don't you go ahead and right click eat, right click eat. But eat all three of those. Now we've got a full food bar. We're not hungry. Here's what I meant earlier by the grubs, this tree. That's another piece collected. You watch the left-hand bottom left side of the screen. Tree grub plus wood. So for those of you interested in playing, that's how that works. Put that away. Put out the bow. Go this way since the bear is not occupying it at this very moment. Make sure there's no boxes here to pick up. Sometimes there is. Every now and then they'll put a lockbox over, so no button. Every now and then they'll put a lockbox in this area here. I've not seen it there, but a small amount of times. So I haven't heard a plane crash either. Sometimes the planes will just fly over and not crash, and then sometimes they will. It seems like that's more often than not. Then sometimes they'll crash right on the other side of the fence where you can't get to them. Let's take a swim. Watch out for the wolves over here. They will try to eat your face off. Cougars in the game that will attack you if you get too close as well. But you can also get some good buffs and sinew from them, which definitely a necessary need. There's an ammo box right directly in front of us. That wolf over there should be far enough away to get to it. Oh, sure. Let's do this. Open OBS back up. There we go. Let's grab that locker, that ammo box right there. Has some minor stuff in it, some nails, like I mentioned before. Watch out, I thought I saw a box. Yep, there is a box right there. There's one of the medical boxes right there. We'll grab that too. Biofuel, blueberries, and a cotton seed. All good stuff to have. Of course, the wolf is right next to this box over here that I'm going to get. He's going to come this way. Hit the wrong button. Okay. I'll give you 20 minutes to get your bags back, so here's my solution to try not to die. Go ahead and put that in there. 8. It's personal now, so I'm going to have to go get that wall. Bag back. See my body laying over there, it's funny. Do something else really quick. Grass grids. Text. Paste. Alright, there we go. OBS. Sorry, I was trying to click for a second. That was really quick. I forgot to post a link in the text on the server on the Discord channel. PC reestablished its connection, so I wanted to make sure I did that really quickly for friends that are in there if they want to watch. Let's see, I don't want the moose right now, although I could definitely use it. That might be the same as go back to the house and cook the meat that I have on, maybe not, real quick. Let's see, once we get a little bit closer to it. But I do need my bag back because that has all my stuff in it, and I need a medical thing, otherwise I'm not going to regain health. We're going to do our best to try to miss these animals again. And we'll put that back on the hot bars. Slot 6. Animal fat. There's that. Chicken. That is not the same wolf, but he is going to be in our way. So we'll see what else we can put in the boxes. That on us now. Butcher them. Take that. And we'll put the feathers away. Let's go get our stuff back. What do you think? Okay. Water. There's this real quick. Oh. There we go. Let's go back up here and see if we can. This takes a few minutes. The liver on the steak typically takes a little bit longer than the other stuff, but that's alright. You're not getting me this time, buddy. That was revenge. Not that one, put that one, put that in there, that way the water can start cooking. this as well too. Lock pickup here. Come down here, go and grab that. Oh, punch just crashed. Where the phone crashed? We need that. Like I said before, you can eat these raw, but you get better buffs if you cook them. So eat that real quick. Eat. Plane crash. Where did it crash? Eat all 3 of those. Now we've got a winter area, full food bar. We're not hungry. No, it's not there. Here's what I meant earlier by the grubs. This tree area I can't see apparently because it's not unlocked. Another piece collected. We watch the left hand, bottom left side of the screen. 3 grubs. That's what I told you what we're gonna do. So there's links to the phone. That's how that works. Swing back over to the house. Goldie, go lay down, please. This way, since the bear is not occupying it at this very moment. There's no box here to pick up. Sometimes there is. Every now and then they'll put a lockbox over here. So, every now and then they'll put a lockbox in this area here. I'm not seeing it there, but it's small times. So.
Hello.
How's it going, correct?
I'm watching your stream. Can you adjust your mic up a little bit?
Yeah, I can adjust my mic up a little bit here. More often than not, sometimes they'll crash right on the second. Let me get back in the house and I'll do that. I gotta go find a plane crash too. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I saw that.
Get that. OBS.
Another thing, are you monitoring on a computer or something? Because occasionally I hear almost like a double voice. Not all the time. It's just once in a while. It's like I hear you and then I hear you in the background like you're watching on your phone or something.
Yeah, I was watching on the computer on the other screen.
All right, you might want to turn your volume down on that. What I do is I use a earbud to check my volume while I'm streaming.
Does the voice sound a little bit better now?
Let me turn it back on. I turned it down because I'm talking to you and I'm getting that and your stream. Gotcha. So let me turn it back up.
Alright. Oh, the stream's a little bit behind apparently on my end. So anyway, we're that's, if you guys can hear him, that's Karak in the background. He's joined in on the recording stream. Just back.
Yeah, there's always a delay.
Yeah. But that's Karak, if you guys can hear him. He's joined the stream. You're welcome to join the game if you'd like. We got a plane to find. It just crashed. Oh, I got a plane to find. We're gonna try to find that now. See if I can figure out where it crashed because it wasn't showing up on the map. My guess is it's probably gonna be in the wintry area somewhere that I couldn't see. Black bear over there. Wait, so far enough away from this. Yeah, he's far enough away. This way. Go up and away from, or down and away from there. I mean, not up. Try not to run under the cougar either. last time I had a plane crash. It crashed right in this area here at the Clear Spring Falls area. It didn't this time, so need to find it. Is the voice coming through better, correct? Okay, I thought I had the chat thing going there, I guess not. Alright, not a big deal. I don't see the plane crash up there anyway. Turn down the desktop audio. Yeah. I got you. Did it sound a little bit better? Yeah, because I turned it on OBS. I turned it up pretty high. Hopefully that would fix it. You might need to move your mic a little closer. All right. Let's go this way. Doesn't help that I do speak kind of monotone and soft sometimes, so. But, sun's getting ready to go down, so it's going to get really cold. Hopefully that plane crash will still be there by morning, wherever it is. I think the plane crashes typically stick around about 20 or so minutes, I think. We'll head back for now, though, just to be safe. That way we're not freezing to death in the cold. I don't have a heat pack right now to really combat the issue, so don't have enough spoiled meat just yet.
Yeah, so it's sounding good as long as I have it turned up at least 80%.
Gotcha.
I gotta go do some stuff, but I wanted to give you a tip while you're in the middle of your stream so you could adjust it.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
No problem. Happy streaming.
Thank you. If anybody could hear, that was my good buddy Karak. He's one of the gentlemen I play the game with. He also runs the other world that we play on together with this game, as well as most worlds for like Lens Island or Y-Lands and so on. Check out his channel when you get a chance. I mean, he puts a lot of good stuff in his channel as well. Really some good informative type stuff, some build tips. Just some really all-around good stuff to really watch, and some good content too, so you get a chance, check him out. Always give him a mention in my streams. Steaks are going to take a minute to cook. So, that away. Let's see, well, it's dark out. Let's see if we can get a glimpse of where the plane might be. Because I heard it crash. Knowing my luck, it'd be on the other side of the fence, somewhere where you can't get to it. I need to unlock a lot more stuff in this world. We may end up having to sell on this plane, which I was trying to avoid, but it happens. So. That in, and I'll reload the shotgun. And our steaks are cooked. I like mine medium well. There's people that might like a medium rare, or well done. More power to you if that's the way you like it. Eat those, that way we can get the buffs from it. We can get our hunger bar back to where it needs to be. A little bit more water. Just something you should be doing outside of the game as well. And that's advice I need to take for myself too, so. Drink more water. Steak's gonna be another minute or two before it's done cooking, so we're just gonna go ahead and empty out the ash. I like to try to get the ash between 50 and 100 before I take it out, but I'm pretty positive it goes up to 300 in the tray there. That holds in the wood. And the wood burner here. Yeah, the steak's about medium. So it's getting there. Have to rearrange the top line here too, because getting killed by that wolf kind of does that to you. Oh, that's not where I want that. The logs need to go here. Keep that there. Ammo here. Extra pickaxe if we need it, and I like to keep that other lockpick right there. It's done. Hold on to that for now. So, just pop up here for a minute. Sometimes if you're a small distance away or in a higher point, so let's pop in there. Let's go on top of the house. You can kind of see the flame in the distance sometimes. Go back up on top of the house. Seeing this one, it might even be on the other side of the mountain too. I mean, it's okay if it is. If I lose it, I lose it. It's not like there won't be another plane, but I'm probably not going to run the stream much more than 60 minutes for now. But it is getting to be about getting close to daylight again. Kind of tell back there beyond the mountains, you can kind of see the sky is starting to change a little bit of color back there. Once again, the way Subsistence does the terrain here, especially with the Aurora Borealis, makes me think this is a Canadian landscape type thing. I think Crack even said that before in one of the other times we played off stream. He might have even mentioned it in one of his videos, because I know he's got a few shorts for his channel for Subsistence. So... the right button here. Back down. And if you notice that little green tonic I drank earlier, that's actually what you need. That little red circular type thing at the bottom right of the screen there for a few minutes earlier. That's what I mean by infection. You gotta drink that little green potion in order to get rid of that. So basically, it's the medicine you gotta take for it. If you don't take it, you're not going to be regaining health, and you'll die quicker. But I do intend on doing another video here soon with a base expansion. So I'm going to expand this. Hopefully I'll have a BCU extender by then. Just kind of go from there. We'll see what happens. Then I am going to be, in my next Icarus stream, going to be back on the server for Olympus and start working on the build for my new house that I plan on building in there and moving, and then do one more stream of my current base in Icarus Olympus with it as empty. And then after I get everything set up, because I want to record it one more time before I get rid of it. So that's probably going to be a next weekend thing unless I decide to start doing it throughout the week, but I'd want to do it on video. I still would like to do the Prometheus build on video. So I would like to have all you guys a part of it. And enjoying Icarus with me. I actually really like the game. Hey look, I turn around and a box spawns right on top of the house. Okay, we kind of need the blueberry for the vegetable content, so that's good to have. Go ahead and eat that. Daylight enough. There we can go out and start doing more stuff. Let's get around the door here. See if we can potentially find that plane anywhere. So what I'm going to do... Okay, the bear's over there. We're going to go this way. Just to try to avoid the bear. See if we can find this plane real quick. Grab boxes along the way. Like this ammo box right here. We'll grab it. Take that, because that's good stuff to have. Not too overly worried about gathering the wood right now. There's 2 rabbits I could be killing right now. Put in the animal pens, but I'm not going to worry about that at this very second. I am looking for something else. So get up here without dying, because I don't know where the wolves and the bears are up here right now. They do like to move around. We do have to watch out for the cougar that's up here in the direction I'm going, as it will attack you and try to eat your face off. Go on. I think what I need to do, still morning, so it's a little colder out yet. What I need to do is build me a platform or something up here like we have in the other world. I miss playing in that world. We used to play it a lot, and then we kind of stepped away from it. Go up this way for a minute. Let's see the cougar around. Oh, we're gonna freeze to death if we don't get back down to a warmer area. But we gotta watch out for that cougar too, because he will try to attack you. Like I said. So there is, okay, that base is that way, so we're gonna go around that way for a minute. Don't see the plane crash over here yet. Let's see over this way. I'm hoping we didn't lose it, but I got a feeling we may have. Normally, once you get into a good distance of it, you can typically see it. This is going to be one of those times where we probably won't. You gotta be careful coming over here, because there's also a wolf that likes to hang around right in this area. This house, in the other world, Gabe has a house in the same spot, but it's actually right in the pond. Crack gave me the idea of putting it here. It's in a bit of a better spot. Oh, wait, is that a lockbox right there? That is a lock? No, that's obsidian. Okay, never mind. I cannot believe I got that mixed up like that. Go ahead and grab that because it's needed anyway. Plenty of the other stuff. Obsidian, that I noticed I was getting a little low on before when I looked at the box earlier. This house I kind of built with an overlook here, just because I thought it looked cool. I see the plane crash over there. We're going to head that way. Watch out for the wolf that's running around down here somewhere. I don't see him yet. Does not mean I won't. I'm pretty sure that crash, I just seen it a minute ago. I seen the flame flicker through the trees. It's just right in this area somewhere. There's the wolf. Most time when I'm doing the plane crashes, I just get the boxes. That too, I think it's needed. There it is, right there. Alright, we found the plane. Oh no, we need to go this way. Do not want to have a date with the bear right now. But anyway, so we've got our plane crash, so we've got what we were looking for in the video. Got the wings. What we're looking for are these boxes right here. Now I could sit here and go through pickaxe after pickaxe and take out all the stuff from the plane, but I just really want the boxes. You can see all the good stuff it comes with here. So we'll go ahead and hit take all on that. So there's typically one by the front of the plane, and then there's always another one right by the tail of the plane. These you just pickaxe them, you don't use them, you can take the left click on these. Okay, so it's all good stuff. Well, I mean, there's probably other stuff I could get out of it too, but there's a building box right here, we'll go ahead and grab it. Got all stacks, so we're good with that. Another building box, we're going to grab that too, why not? A medical bag here. Take that while we can. Alright. Let's see, where'd that wolf go? Because he was just up in this area somewhere a minute ago. There he is over there, so we're safe for now. So we have achieved the goal. We have found a plane. I will give that to all of you that may be watching right now. That is thanks to you guys. You guys helped me find the plane. And since it was dark out, we went for a day. We'll go and see if one of the lock boxes over by the other area is open. Ooh, wait, pick that up, that's a berry. Go ahead and eat that. Need it anyway. You can't tell, the content is down. Alright, back to running. See if there's a lockbox over here in the area that we normally find lockboxes in. Hopefully without, without dying, hopefully. And if we do, we do. It's not like I can't just come back and get my stuff back. That's not that big of a deal. Nice little twin streams thing here they got going. Pretty neat feature for addition to the... Oh, okay, it's a rabbit. Like, I don't want to die today. Pick that up. Wait, I said pick that up. It's not want to pick up. Hit the button 3 times before it finally hit. Gotta be careful in this area here, too. There's typically a wolf hiding around here somewhere. So be mindful of that. There's the cougar over there, so we're going to go this way. Out there is copper ore. I don't see the wolf yet. There's a med bag there, we'll grab it. Everything there should stack. Maybe not. A piece of scrap metal, that's good to have. Bear's down there. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Try to get around him. Asking you shall receive. There's the lockbox. It's a double whammy today, guys. This is where you need the lockpick. Alright, we'll go ahead and eat that. See if we can get any of this to stack. Take all. Hey, it all stacked. Nice. Yeah, that was a double whammy. Thank you, guys. Y'all bring me luck. Streaming a little longer than I wanted to, but that's alright. I seen an opportunity to do this on camera, and I did it, so... Or on stream, not camera. I'd be afraid to have my face on live cam like this. Might scare y'all away. For those of you that may have watched or may end up watching later on. Like I said, this is just, this is just a quick, wanted to do a little bit of a gameplay stream for it. Bear's right over there. Okay, he's facing the right direction, so we can get this without dying, hopefully. That all stacks. Good. We're going to go this way away from him before he comes and attacks us. He stood up, so he saw us at first, but we got away quick enough for him to get the scent too much. Don't need that right now. Pick up the scrap metal, because scrap metal is useful in a lot of things. Alright. Yeah, hey, look, we need some wood. Alright, we'll go ahead and put the biofuel in here. Nothing to really cook, so we're good there. Got some good ammo out of it. Got the lockbox, we got a plane, so it was a double whammy. Everything that I had asked for in the game, we got. We're just gonna put everything away real quick. See what else goes in this box. I think that's everything. Okay, at least for that box. Medical box. Good thing is, everything here stacks. We'll just throw it all in there. Circuit boards. Let's see. Other building box. Put that away. Put that away. I don't have anything else that needs to go in there. This box. Put that in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. Put the feathers in there. Grenade arrows are great to put in there. That's everything for that box. Put that away, put that away, put that away. Other ammo box. I like the fact that, you know, it stacks up to a certain amount. Ores. Okay, I got that more obsidian than I thought I had. Copper fragments, and then the medicinal seeds go up top. In this chest here. Perfect. Well, wrong button. Everybody, I'm Mr. Tank. I'm your host for the night. Thank you for watching the stream. For those of you that did pop in, and for those of you who may watch later on down the road, I will be doing more Subsistence streams, and then the next stream is probably going to be another Icarus stream. So we will see you on the next stream. Thank you guys. You'll have a great day and a great weekend.